Under the statutory residence test, there's a number of different nuances that we're trying to work through these series of clips. This one is going to be about transit days. So people get with the program in terms of you have to count days, and there are different ways in which you have to count them. But what happens if you come through the UK and you're looking at your residence position in the UK? Are you in the UK? Are you out of the UK? Laura, tell us how the transit days work.
So, I suppose the starting point, if you were to arrive in the UK before midnight and leave the UK after midnight, you're physically present as at midnight, and therefore you would have, under normal circumstances, a day count for the statutory residence test. However, HMRC will generally allow a bit of a discount for what we call transit days, which is effectively if you were travelling through the UK. So you were purely going on a journey, you happened to stop over in the UK. It could in principle be that you arrived on a flight at 11 o'clock at night and left on a flight
At 6 a.m. or whatever,
Yeah,
when Heathrow opens
yeah,
or whatever.
you stayed in the airport the whole time. And that hopefully is fairly clear that you are just travelling through.
It wouldn't be counted, essentially.
Yeah. But in principle, you can have a situation where, if the flights don't go that regularly, you could in principle have it where you come out of the airport, you go and sleep in an airport hotel, you then go back to the airport, and maybe it's a slightly longer period of time. You potentially have to have dinner, things like that can...
So I think the way they talk about it is to say, you have to, where you asked, you'd have to be able to demonstrate that the only reason you were in the UK was for this transit.
Yeah.
And you weren't there doing a bit of work.
Yeah.
And then there's all this stuff, isn't there, about if you bump into a friend and happen to have dinner with them, that's probably okay. But if you've arranged a dinner, I mean, it's all a little bit silly, isn't it?